Greetings from Seoul, Korea, and welcome to the GOMTV GSL Blizzard 2011 Cup. I'm Tasteless, with me is Artosis. Artosis,
yes.
What are you thinking about today's game?
Dude, I'm so excited for both matches, actually. I know that Lenok has been the Zerg that's been on fire, but DRG, in my opinion, just as good, if not better. You know, he did have food poisoning at MLG where he lost to Lenok, so that's something to keep in mind. MC kicking ass. He looks so good right now. He's playing macro games. He's playing very smartly, getting great upgrades, great strategies. Very smart player right now. He fell off for a little bit, but he is completely back. And then, of course, MMA against MVP. The best Terran in the world, MVP, against one of the top 5 undisputed Terrans in the world, MMA. A rivalry already in the making. They've already faced several times, especially in that GSL Finals. Tasteless, I could not be better is the answer to your question.
I am so pumped for our first match with DRG against MC. You know, MC was blowing me away. He was utilizing what I think we're finally getting to the point where really Protos's greatest asset is in the player's ability to control the units right. With Blink, Stasis, Micro, and a Colossus back and forth, he was doing it perfectly. He was winning in situations that I think he probably shouldn't have won, but he was out controlling Lenok so well. And,
you know, I got to say, I think also his strategies have been
absolutely
superb. He's right at the forefront of the metagame right now, which is great to see. Let's take a look at the round of 4 brackets. DRG against MC, MMA against MVP. The finals is going to be absolutely badass no matter what. Look at every possible finals. Look at them real quick. DRG MVP, DRG MMA, MC MMA, MC MVP. Are you kidding me?
It's unbelievable to even have this kind of race distribution so balanced here in the finals. You know, a few months ago it was like 4 Terrans in the finals, you know. Now we got a Zerg, a Protoss, and 2 Terrans. And no matter what, it will not be a Terran versus Terran finals.
That's true. All right, so by the way, go ahead, order some Blizzard Cup tickets if you want. And if you order next year's ticket before Sunday in Korea, then you get the Blizzard Cup ticket for free. And of course, if you order the Blizzard Cup tickets before the 31st of December, then you get them for this price right now, and then they're going to be 20% above this afterwards. So, there you go.
It's going to be really cool.
Also, up and down matches next week. Make sure you watch that.
Yeah, absolutely. We got a lot of great games coming up here, and I don't know who is really the favorite here. Part of me wants to say MC because MC did just take out Lenok in some very commanding games.
I think that MC has an edge here.
I
really, really do. And DRG, I was just talking to Wolf about it. I feel like even though Lenok has won more recently, I feel like DRG might be a tiny bit above him.
Yeah.
Like he's my 52 to the 48 of Lenok as far as likeness.
Yeah, I think you know, with MC. Well, actually, you know, in fairness, though, MC does sort of have to show his playbook a little bit there to DRG.
Oh, that's
DRG
a very good point.
Was sitting at home watching those games, taking notes. And when he saw Lenok go down, you know he assembled his team to train like hell to prepare for this. So, I don't know, maybe he'll be prepared.
Oh, and look at this. Some contest to introduce Soul to the world. I love Namsan Tower. It's a great jogging course. I enjoy walking every weekend by GSL Lover. We actually went there for my birthday party. We ate up at the very top of that thing and looked over Seoul like we were rich
We had like a 7-course meal.
And
everybody else was quiet and serious in this restaurant, but we were just giggling and tickling each other.
Yeah, and drinking a lot of wine.
It was so
much fun. What
actually,
a great birthday party
Tower,
that was.
if you come to Seoul, you absolutely should check out Namsan Tower.
It's a romantic place for a date, man.
It is. Well, it's great. Usually people go there for a date, well, for the restaurant part. There's a restaurant. Basically, it's a giant mountain. Then there's a huge tower, okay?
It's way higher than anything in Seoul.
Yeah, and you can go up there and you can see all of Seoul. And then on top of that is a rotating restaurant. So we did both. But no matter what, I mean, the restaurants look really expensive. But just going up on the tower, cheap, fun experience. And it's a great way to see just, you know, what a megalopolis Seoul really is.
Not Metalopolis. We already know what that looks like.
No, that's a map in StarCraft 2. A megalopolis.
Yeah.
And
like, imagine if you put Metalopolis and Calm Before the Storm together into one map.
God.
That would be Seoul.
And it, like, Namsan Tower is basically like the sickest Xel'Naga watchtower in the world.
Xel'Naga watchtower, and we had full control of that
night. We did. We totally occupied that. But that's one of the great things. Seoul is actually one of the biggest cities in the world, hands down, especially for a first world city. I mean, yes, like Mumbai or Karachi, those are, monster cities. But for a first world city to be with a population of, I believe, if you count the outlying suburbs, which is really not, it still looks like Seoul, and it's pretty tight.
Can't tell.
I believe it's 22.5 million people.
It's
I believe
insane,
so. Man. Thank you, Seoul, for sponsoring this event and making this possible because GOMTV, the GSL, is a big tourist attraction down here. But if you guys come to Korea, don't just come and watch StarCraft 2. Go explore the city. You got Gangnam, you got Hongdae, you got Apgujeong, you got all these great places you can check out. All right, but enough about that. Who could this nerd with the cape on be? It's DRG.
It is indeed. He is such a good Zerg, man. As we saw, he did win IM New York City. That's how he got here. Took out Fruit Dealer in the finals, as I do recall. And he's been kicking ass to get here. He lost to Stefano, who's got pretty darn good ZVZ, and then took out everyone else in that group. His verse Protoss, as you see, holy crap, I didn't know it was that good.
Yeah.
Over about 90% win against that almost. So, MC's going to have his work cut out for him, but he's been practicing his ass off for this match, and he looks so solid. Even the game he got behind on, he came back, fought back very strongly.
Now, here's his opponent, MC. As you can see in the group stages, not so much of an easy time. No shocker with the losing to MVP. He did lose to DongRaeGu before, but he seems to be back and with a vengeance. So taking out Hero and Stefano, that's pretty damn good. And, of course, now beating Linok, perhaps his his PVZ has improved to a degree where he'll be able to take out a player as good as DRG.
And don't let his match win percentage compared to DRG's fool you. MC has been in the GSL basically since the beginning.
Yeah.
And, that just he's seen the ups and downs of the balance of the game, the understanding of the game, his own personal ups and downs as well. So as you move on as a pro gamer through time, your win percentages all come closer and closer to 50 unless you're basically Jadong or Nestea or Flash.
So it's going to be a Zerg versus Protoss.
That's it.
That's it? You're actually right. That is it. But, yeah, when you see somebody's win percentage and it says like 55%, but they've been in GSL since Season 2 or 1, that's actually pretty good.
That's damn
That
good.
means you're going more than half wins against the other best players in the world. And, of course, the number of championships he's had and the number of heavy hitters he's taken out, DRG is still a new school player compared to somebody like MC.
Certainly he is. Now here's our map pool. Antigua Shipyard, Shakura's Plateau Tool Site, Calm Before the Storm, and Crossfire SE. Overall, I like that map lineup for MC just slightly.
Yeah, a lot of it will depend on how DRG opens. Both these guys are very capable of doing some insane strategies, so you never know what to expect.
Yeah, that is so true. MC has some crazy stuff he can pull off.
All right, it's time. DRG against MC, Zerg versus Protoss. One of these two Titans will move on to the finals. Who will he be? We'll find out after a few of these games. I'm Tasteless. With me is Artosis. We're here in Seoul, Korea, casting the best StarCraft 2 players in the world, the best esports show on earth, here at GOMTV.net. This is the GSL 2011 Blizzard Cup. Man, I guess our Korean commentators have a lot more to say than I thought. Artosis. We're actually in game right now, but we will get this going as soon as they're ready. We are, of course, piggybacked on top of the Korean broadcast. All right. It is cross spots in the upper right. We have
MVP DongRaeGu.
DongRaeGu or DRG. Very focused going into this first game. And in the bottom left starting location, the Kratos Protoss, the Obama Toss. Those are his nicknames.
There he is. And guys, by the way, add us on Twitter. He's call me Tasis, I'm Artosis, and let us know who you think is going to make it to the finals tonight. That's always something I love to do, is find that out.
We are the world.
God, that's so cute. But
actually, this would be the galaxy, I believe.
That's
yeah,
or maybe the universe.
Yeah, the universe.
Well, probably the galaxy, though.
Probably the galaxy.
So anyways, let us know who you think's going to win. I love to see what people think. I remember at last finals, everyone said Leenock, and then GOMTV just rolled him over. Well, didn't roll him over. It was really close, but GOMTV surprised us all.
Yeah.
See who out there is the smartest nerd.
Now, take a look at these polling results. MC at 54 to DongRaeGu
you know, I think
at 45.
That has to be based off of how well MC played last night.
I think so.
I think that's what that is because, I mean, before I thought that Leenock would take him out and then DRG would probably still make it to the finals, but I mean, that's interesting to see him leading that when DRG is such a force in this matchup.
Yeah, very much so. MC is going to go for a quick expand here, and that's a very common build on this map. It's a map we almost always see Protoss is doing. Now let's see if MC does the pylon plant here. Okay, so he does. So he's staying consistent with the way he played in his previous match against Leenock. For those of you who are confused, why would he make a building there? Isn't it possible for him to lose it? What he wants to do is make the pylon there so the Zerg can't make the hatchery. And yes, that does have a huge negative impact on the Zerg's ability to, get the tempo going. He has to destroy the pylon. That means his hatchery is going to be late. He may be tempted to make a hatchery farther out elsewhere, in which case it's going to be easier if MC deems so to push forward and attack that location.
The Zergling's coming down and hitting it. His cannon going to be done in plenty of time, even making a gateway there at the natural as part of the block. And he does lose that pylon, but starts another one at home. MC, he's got some very stylistic things about his play in all matchups, and specifically in this one, he will sit at 18 of 18 probes against Zerg every single time he forge fast expands for quite a while. Some other Protosses prefer to get a quicker pylon up to get the probe production back, but he loves to get all his buildings down, get ready for
one factor with that is that 16 probes is a good amount to have on your main base minerals, and he doesn't really start remaking those probes, with the pylon, the next pylon that he actually finishes after he's at 18 of 18. When that next pylon finally finishes, that's when he starts remaking probes again, and that's, of course, right after he's taken 2 of his gases.
Yeah.
So talk about a very balanced approach to the game.
Very, very well said, Tasteless. Now DRG taking that third base with no gas taken yet, and I'm so excited to see what MC will do here. Most likely, he will go for a Stargate. He's really great with Stargate play. He's one of the Protosses that never gave up on Void Rays and Phoenixes, but how many will he make? It looks like he is definitely not going for a +1 timing with it, though, which has been gaining a lot of popularity. So, yeah, not a lot of Zealots will be made. Probably just his standard Zealot and a Stalker to go harass with.
He's caged himself in right now, MC has. He's completely walled in. He does have the option to destroy that pylon at his entrance. But if you see somebody completely wall themselves in, that generally means they're going to do something a little bit out there. In this case, we see a Stargate come in right away. I don't know if we're going to see a second Stargate or a rush straight to a Robo after that. We'll see. But that's one read that DRG might have here with MC walling himself in like that.
Well, he is making a Stalker. He wants to take out that Overlord. The Overlord's seeing what's going on. This is going to give DRG a little bit of an edge, as he knows for a fact there's going to be Stargate units. The thing is, how many? There's so many tricks you can do. You can hide a second Stargate, you can make a bunch of Void Rays, you can make just one, you can make a bunch of Phoenix, you can make just 1 or 2. With MC, though, expect to see a Void Ray and 4 to 5 Phoenix. It's pretty stylistic of him. He likes about that amount. He feels like he can get some damage done pretty much all the time.
Yeah. So he's going to take out this Overlord here. Now, DRG did sacrifice the Overlord to gain more information, so this is no mistake by DRG. It's a calculated trade here. You take my Overlord, and I get to know roughly what you're doing.
And it's completely worth it, of course. MC has started the +1 attack. It's just a great upgrade to get. You got to get it. Starting some Phoenix production as well, rallying those right out into the map for some scouting. And the Void Ray is on its way, but what will it be able to kill here? Zergs are getting really good about timing, pulling their Overlords away, hiding them in decent locations.
Yeah.
And so I don't know how many Overlords he's actually going to end up killing. My thought is he'll probably kill 1 Overlord with this Void Ray.
Now, the real question is, when he gets enough Phoenixes, can he do damage to the Zerg, and force a few Queens to be killed? But I don't think that's going to happen this time. I mean, just judging from the fact that DRG is already pretty bulletproof.
Well, right now we do have a bunch of gateways being added, 3 to be precise, by MC. He's got the warp gate upgrade done, but no real units that are any good for an attack right now. Just going to keep on focusing on getting out those Phoenixes, and, you know, having Phoenixes out on the map is so nice. You get a ton of scouting, any overlords you can intercept. If your opponent wants to go for any drop harassment, that's kind of out of the question. And, of course, if they switch over to mutas, you already have some Phoenixes to help out with that. So, great choices so far by MC. Throwing up that Twilight Council now, and, of course, you can't be too surprised if you watch a lot of MC. That's going to be... A lot of that, at least, will be for getting the +2 attack out immediately. He loves to rush to 3 attack.
Yeah, he had to be careful there because he picked up that queen, but that was in range of the Spore Crawler. You don't want to lose any Phoenixes just yet. You need to have, yeah, like Artosis said earlier, about 5 or 6, and then you have enough room to grab stuff, and whatever you grab, let's say a queen or a drone, it's going to die very quickly.
Exactly. So he does have 5. Expect him to probably stop Phoenix production now. That's just a great number to have overall. They kill things very quickly. They lift a lot. It's just nice. No math behind that, guys. Sorry. It's just it's a good number, and everyone knows it. All right. So the Zergling's just kind of working on that. There's a lot of Zerglings out here by DRG, which is a good counter to a lot of Phoenixes. Phoenixes and Void Rays can pick off other units very quickly and cost efficiently, whereas Zerglings, there's so many that don't work as well.
This is a good technique here. He's probably not going to lose anything more than 1 Phoenix here, and he's going to take out the queen, take out all these drones. It's a very effective way to approach this game. Is he going to lose that? Phoenix 1 goes down.
He does end up losing 1, but
he'll probably remake that one.
Killed a few drones and also killed off just a decent amount of everything. Killed a queen and drones. So MC starting to move out, but these Zerglings have +1 armor, which is very, very good, and he's going to run in with them now. Some good force fields going up.
Those force fields actually almost could not have been better. The Zealots are a little bit isolated there, but still not bad.
Yeah, MC's going to be pretty happy with that. Another set of Zerglings coming up. Good force fields once again.
Oh my God, so nicely done there by MC. That was a situation that could have very easily been bad for the Protoss, but he managed with those perfect force fields to just take out all those units. It was really nice.
Now notice the power of the Void Ray, man. These roaches basically can't go across the map to attack very easily at all. It's going to be kind of cost inefficient to send them anywhere, so MC easily going to get his 3rd base up. In the meantime, making a Colossus as quickly as he can and keeping his Stalker numbers up. What are you going to do? Make Hydras and send them over? That is the hard option that he's giving here to deal with this Void Ray to his opponent.
I have to say, I'm surprised that he's still sending the roaches over here. Let's see if this is effective.
Well, we'll have to
looks
see,
like he wants to go for this location over here.
He's almost got Burrow, which could definitely help out quite a bit. And going after these Zealots now, but we do have a Colossus out. Beautiful force field right there. And everything looks like it will end up being trapped. The Colossus in the force field just doing too good job. Oh, and beautiful targeting there by DRG. Good force field, saving off 2 of his... will he save off 2? In fact, one of them being targeted down, and MC...
Looks like he actually just remade 4 more sentries, so...
Yeah, smart move. But with all that gas and with MC already going into Colossus, his 2nd Colossus about to pop out, 12, 13 now mutas on the way. And this is just a textbook amazing game by both players so far.
Artosis, do me a favor. Check the mains here and the expansions. Are there cannons protecting? For mutas?
No anti-muta cannons right now. And, of course, that's going to make it pretty hard, man. He does not have Blink either. Spending all of his gas on remaking the sentries and getting those Colossus out quick enough to deal with any Void Ray play. So these mutas are going to be super powerful when they come across the map.
Yeah, you know, it almost looks like he wants to hide all these mutas until the last second so that way MC doesn't have time to prepare. But he sees him now. Now he knows.
As long as he can save these 4 Phoenixes, okay, that's really good for MC. That's going to buy him time. He started Blink, he started his +3 attack, and now all he needs to do is build a ton of cannons and a ton of Stalkers and minimize damage from these mutas for now. That is MC's #1 goal at this moment.
Okay, here come the mutas. Looks like once again they're going to go for the same location, I believe. No, excuse me, they're going to go in here for the main. Oh my God!
Oh, MC had no idea about that. He did not think of it. And now with that many Zerglings in the main base, he has to leave that 3rd base alone and come right up to try to defend. A lot of probes look like they're going to go down. And some Stalkers falling to these Zerglings as well. Very beautiful move by DRG here.
Nice micro here by DRG, making those Phoenixes not very effective at all. By the way, DRG does have another base. It's 184 supply for DRG to a somewhat measly 122.
Well, right now we see DRG. He's got his 4th base up. He's sending drones over, making that 5th base in the middle of the map. A good location. It's going to help him to quicker connect himself to the other base that he's taken. And he's maxed out, man. That was really quick, really well done. A lot of it is Zerglings, though, so he's going to be careful because there are 3 Colossi out.
All right, he needs to manage this entrance over here. The Colossi are moving out, and the Phoenix is doing a good amount of damage. I don't know if these mutas are going to be very effective whatsoever.
Uh-oh, these mutas, though, taking out all these units that the Stalkers are not near. All the sentries going down, and that is bad, man. He lost all those sentries. MC's Stalker count not as high as he would like, only 16 at the moment.
Well, I don't know. I think MC, perhaps it was his build, perhaps it was, a few of the mistakes he made here or there, letting some of those units in, but his supply is basically half of his opponent's.
Yeah, DRG's picking him apart. You know, he's killed sentries several times, and the more you kill sentries, the more they have to remake, the less Stalkers they're going to have, which allows the mutas to be more effective. So DRG is just building his lead upon itself nonstop, and MC's having the hardest time with it right now.
It's pretty damn impressive, actually, how dominant DRG is, just boxing. And now MC is identified through their base. Does MC know about the center base, upper center base, Ortosis?
Yes, he does. Yeah,
all right, here we go.
Observer up there, but yeah, indeed, here we do go. And he's trying to go ahead and kill off those Colossi.
I don't know if that was really worth it. I mean, he's losing a lot of mutas. Maybe it is.
Well, as he kills off this last Colossus, that is a pretty big move. Although he did lose a lot of mutas, killing off all Colossi. Now there's no splash damage in MC's army whatsoever.
22 roaches on the way here.
Yeah, he's trading his muta supply over for some land supply. MC just started his Templar Archives just now. He has no splash damage. Even though he has that +3 in Blink, that's not enough to really deal with a huge Zerg army right now.
You know, it's funny. DRG is just keeping MC down.
Yeah.
And, wow. Now I actually don't know if MC can win this. I don't know if it's even recoverable. DRG is just so dominant. All right. Well, we have some more Lings coming down here with the mutas.
Yeah, his muta count is greatly reduced. He's continuing to upgrade Flyer Attack, but that's going to be for Broodlords later on. I don't expect any more mutas to be made this game. And a nice little harassment. All that does is make him blink back in and go up. He loses some probes in the process and outgo the mutas. Very well done. In the meantime, trying to attack over here, seeing if he can get something done with all these roaches. At this point, all he wants to do is trade, even a little bit cost inefficiently, as he just needs to keep the units down of MC. Trading a lot of units for little units will get him a win in this game.
Nice. Go over the Templar Archives now. He doesn't even care if he loses these roaches. He's just trying to keep MC at about 110 to 120 supply here.
Yeah, that's a number that you can't move out with as Protoss in this situation. And down go the roaches, but the mutas continue to harass, going after this natural. In fact, if they could get that Twilight Council, oh my god, that would be bad for MC.
MC, kind of in panic mode, is going to move out. I don't think it's going to be too effective. He basically wants those mutas to chase down the Stalkers now. But that's a lot of Banelings, Artosis.
Indeed, that is very many Banelings. In fact, we have some Infestors on the way as well. No Infestors out quite yet, but he will have 2 of them. And holding things still in with Banelings is a pretty good strategy.
I would say this game should end in this attack. Let's see if MC can pull out a miracle. And the answer is no.
Absolutely
not.
Wow,
okay.
God.
I would say expect GG. He might want to play this a little bit longer. All right, GG.
Wow. DRG just played one of the best ZVPs I've seen. MC did make a few little mistakes. He really invested heavily into his Colossus, and that made it so that his blink was very, very late. You have to be careful about that, because if they do that fearful muta switch, if you don't have cannons or blink, you are in so much trouble. And from there, I mean, DRG just built up his lead over and over and over with every move, just trading wherever he could, taking more bases. Beautiful, beautiful play by DRG.
I could not believe how dominant DRG was basically throughout the entire game. There was a few attacks that I saw where I thought, oh, I don't know. I mean, is that really worth it? Looks like you're losing a lot of units. But when I saw those 5 sentries go down, even though MC has to remake them, that's going to be way later Templar Archives. He doesn't have the option to get a second Robo, for instance, if he wants to.
Yeah.
And then when the Mutas came out, there was just no way. Less Stalkers, of course, as well. And he just controlled the game from there.
Yeah, yeah. You know, you have to make a lot of cannons against Mutas. You have to get that side storm going if they start really massing the Mutas, and you have to have that blink ready when they get there. It was, I mean, the Mutalist harassment is what did it. He knew how to capitalize on everything he did. Beautifully played, but do not count MC out yet. The next map is Shakura's Plateau, and I got to say, that's a good map for PVZ.
It's going to be a tough game for both of these guys. I don't know if MC will do a fast expand again or not. He's been pretty consistent with making sure that he always blocks his opponent's expansion with a pylon, at least over the past 2 days that we've seen. Player styles do change. And I have to say, I don't know. I mean, DRG looked so damn scary that game.
He looks scary,
I feel like there was something I'm supposed to be able to say.
DRG
would be like, MC could do this better, but I don't know what that would be.
DRG has such a deep understanding of how to do what when certain things happen.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know, he kills off the sentries. He's like, ha ha ha, I know what to do now. Just keep Mutalist harassing for now, because guess what? You have to make more sentries. You can't play this game without a bunch of sentries.
Yeah. All right, so it's time for game number 2. Can MC come back, or is DRG going to be too tough to beat? DRG looking almost invincible. That was one of the scariest games from a Zerg I've ever seen.
Yeah.
Let's see if MC does the same thing again, or if he mixes up his style. The game is now loaded, so we're going to get this going. DRG against MC. One of the best Zergs in the world against one of the best Protosses. The winner of this best of 5 will move on into the grand finals of perhaps our biggest tournament yet, the GSL 2011 Blizzard Cup here in Seoul, Korea.